The China said, Ni Hao, and Christian said, Shalom, and the Buddhist said, Om Swastiastu. But because I am Muslim, let me start with Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? Me, I am fine. Before all, introduce me. My name is Hasna Azzaliyah, and I am the delegation of LPBA NURUL JADID. Do you know guys, I'm really proud of myself because during 17 years, I have passed many tragedies and many problems that appear on my life. It becomes a lesson for me and it motivates me to be who I am today. Now, I will tell you a little story of my life. When I was a child, I want to travel around the world, but I have a little anxiety about traveling to a new country where I cannot speak the language. By and by, I tried to leave my comfort condition. I studied English and do you know, it was really difficult for me because I was an English learner. But I believe that I can learn English as well as possible, even if it's hard to do. Now, I can see the result where I can stand in front of you all right now and be who I am today. But guys, don't you ever question yourself why do many people prefer learning English than other languages? It was my question, or maybe it is your question too. Due to the fact today, English is becoming universal language where many countries and many people are using English to have communication in the daily activity. So, my question is, why does English become universal language? Ironically guys, many students do not interest to learn about English more. English learner in Indonesia is getting lower annually. So, to shorten the time, let's open your ear and listen what I am going to talk about. Now, let me cover my simple speech and title is The Cause of Students' Degradation in Learning English as Universal Language. Basically, ladies and gentlemen and respectable judges, English is generally used in America, Britain, Canada, Australia, etc. There are 360 million people who speak English natively, with estimated for about 1.5 million people, or 20% of world population. English is becoming the second native language in 70 countries, and English-speaking countries are responsible for about 40%. Because English is the easiest language to learn, to understand, and to be spoken by many people. As it is world media language, the language of cinema, television, pop music, and computer world. Well guys, it's just a little background of English as universal language. So, back to my question. Why does English become universal language? Firstly, let's back to the 16th century, where the colonialism of British Empire spread out quickly. It becomes one of factors of English to be universal language. According to Ainul Yakin in Multicultural Science states that in British colonialism era, English is commonly used to discuss about economic, political, and military aspect. Besides, using English as universal language creates new characteristics of English, such as Pidgin English and Creole English. The second is international cooperation. By the development of Europe, many countries are having international cooperation to develop the country. As universal language, English is people to communicate and interact each other. Also, it becomes one of reasons in developing several aspects, such as economy and international cooperation. In our country, that is Indonesia, English has been legalized to be one of compulsory subjects for junior high school and senior high school students. By the aim is to educate students in communicating the language, either oral or written aspect. Ironically, ladies and gentlemen and respectable judges, many students do not interest to learn about English more. It caused by the limitation of literacy and the source of study, and many students are less in having motivation in learning English. The survey from AF English Proficiency Index or FAP on 2019 showed English learner in Indonesia is getting decreased for about 1.50%. It caused by students' proclivity in learning English is getting lower. Whereas motivating students is important to raise students' enthusiasm and to increase students' fluency in speaking English. On the other hand, the limitation of digital literacy impacts students' development as English learners. Therefore, students and teachers should have good communication to solve the decline of learning English, such as giving motivation or facility for students by DMs to ease and to motivate students in learning English. Also, in this digitalist era, when many technologies are getting developed, government should have contribution in providing internet or other tools for students to have literacy and the source of study, in order the student will not be left behind by the development of it. Well guys, maybe that's all what I can deliver in this golden opportunity. Thanks for your nice attention, and last I say, see you.